You, on the other hand, I would love to murder.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's cordial secret ingredient is hope, Doctor. And it's something people around here really need.
A placebo effect is real and has benefit. But in your case, you could be murdering your customers who may die because they are not receiving the necessary medical attention.
Medical attention? In Whitechapel? Trust me, my cordial is the best option they have, since it is the only one.
If your true purpose was to help, you wouldn't take money from the poor for your snake oil.
Oh, but to pay for it is part of the process, Doctor. If it were free, they wouldn't believe in it.
Loretta, why do you feel so guilty about your brother?
I don't expect him to forgive me. All I can do is make amends for what I did.
By making him a crook and a criminal. What if somebody decides to make him pay for your scam?
Mason is totally capable of defending himself. Just leave us be. We're perfectly fine.
I know how guilt feels between a brother and sister. Are you sure you're not trying to ease your own remorse?
Mason wants to be useful. Can you understand that? And chemistry is his passion. And the Swanborough cordial gives him a purpose in life.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
It's plenty tempting. I'd rather see the Braille quest through first, which might be, if I do something to her, something might affect them. But also they might both be equally guilty of just selling people fake drugs so that they're ruining them financially on top of ruining them by letting them die. It's a twofold problem. One, you're taking their money, which seems like people don't have a lot of that, according to most people I talk to. It seems to be kind of an issue with the whole money thing. But on top of the money issue, you're giving them false treatment that doesn't actually help them, placebo or not. Nothing, placebo effect isn't going to save you from the Spanish flu, probably. But just to top it all off... Oh, I can't even go this way, can I? Crap.
I cannot.
No. Oh no, the alleyway I thought I was going to take is over there. That makes this kind of a pain. Shit. But on top of the whole placebo problem, where it's just a placebo and nothing else, there's the issue that is the same problem that's faced when people turn to homeopathic solutions or prayer instead of medical attention, both of which I've seen personally. I have this Seventh-day Adventist family that, like, tries to pray cancer away and crap like that, and, like, all these questionable things. I'm like, what are you doing? No. The problem with those kinds of treatments, on top of, like on one level you might be like, well, it's harmless, so who cares, right? But it's not harmless if they refuse to seek real treatment because they think this is working, and then they die of they die from lack of treatment in a completely preventable way because they think that the completely does he still attack me when I'm paused? I don't know. It's just it's a very real problem if somebody thinks they're getting treatment when they're actually not, because then they won't seek treatment because they'll be putting faith in this thing that's basically lying to them, and in many cases is profiting off of them while lying to them, which is even worse. Back there was a turn I could have taken. I couldn't stop though because everything's full of enemies. I'm in transit. It's very exciting. Bit of a sore spot for me. Just fraudulent healthcare.
Steady, boys.
Ah,
We've got
Jesus.
one over there. There's one of them vermin.
Leave me alone. I don't have time for you guys. You guys took over the whole goddamn city. I'll spam B like the best of them. That's where I'm trying to go. Is there a door I can open? Can I warp up there? Ah, I had to wait for combat to end. Right. Excuse me.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me? There's been a fight here.
How do you tell? It looks like every other apartment we've ever been in, honestly. The game so consistently looks like everything's just shit that I can't recognize when something's not supposed to look like shit. I mean, I guess there's a fight here is accurate in that there's blood, but yeah. I guess it's just more that we don't remark on it most of the time because there's been a fight everywhere.
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that?
Could it be a vampire? I think it might have been a vampire. Oh no. Anything else here? Hey, open street. So I could have reached here from, oh, even further south. So not the best path from where I was. It's almost like somebody, it's almost like they knocked on the door and that's the usual. That reinforces the idea of it being a vampire. They probably had to knock on the front door, request access, then they were given access, then the moment they were given access they attacked him, then maybe he ran upstairs and tried to get away and they jumped out the window with him. I'll chase them with my Batman vision. I've got bad news for you. Yeah, he pretty much immediately recovers when you... So, okay. So it's pointless to stun him if you want him to be in that whirlwind, because he will just instantly recover the moment he takes some damage. Now I know that. So it's just good for crowd control, in that I can remove one guy from the fight for a while.
So much blood. Whoever was killed got dried out.
Did I get his drop? May have not had one.
Be found here. You're surprising. It's one of them!
Hey, buddy. Got bad news for you. No. Don't shine your cross at me. It's very rude. It's a death whirlwind of death. We like to keep healthy in these parts. Oh. Hello. Did they do this, I assume?
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire.
They shoved a rose down her throat?
This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family. only a golden watch in her pockets. Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
I see you.
Well, time to warp up there.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Why did we have an option to take the watch or not, but not an option to take the rose or not? Can I learn something from the pocket watch? Nice golden watch found in the pocket of a woman killed by an unidentified vampire. A muddy and stale flower, probably the one thrown on Mary's coffin when buried. Never don't be stealing. Always be stealing. Gotta learn your ABSs. Oh, hey, this is actually the exact... This is the pathway I explored before. I'm like, I bet the story takes me through this set piece later. I've been through this building already. That's funny. Means I get 2 chances to grab all the crap in here because it's all back. I think all the respawning loot definitely makes it easier to treat everybody all the time.
Jonathan.
What was that?
A voice. It was a voice. From a vampire.
Won't let you escape.
It's always a vampire. Because it's a game about vampires. Nope, back to the graveyard again.
Been butchered.
That's probably for the best, though. It was either going to be them or you. I don't know why you're so dramatic about it, honestly. You do this whole time. Are you scared you have competition at badassery?
I can still sense a presence.
Did I just obliterate a grave? Oh my god. Jonathan. Oh my god. Get your shit together, dude. This is unacceptable behavior. Whee! Oh, jeez. Just get in there. Oh god, somebody help me, I'm dying.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I meant to be looting, but okay. I guess feeding on a mouse does not heal your health. Where'd that voice come from? Man, they've had a bad day. It's a good thing I convinced that Xiaosun to leave, or she might have died. Wow.
Come to me.
I didn't really think that was... I didn't really consider that idea, but she might have actually died here if she was here when the story beat happened. Or she's still here, never mind. Hey, how's it going?
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Haha, yes, good evening. Seriously.
Bye for now.
I guess this just doesn't... She somehow doesn't get mixed up in the massacre happening here. Is it time for a boss fight in this room that really looks like it's meant for a boss fight?
Help me, please!
Oh, is it the vicar?
You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reid.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
The mother's mesmerized, by the way.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital, cemetery to cemetery, grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were, in front of me, on a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reid? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reid, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease, but it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan, but before your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Uh-oh. Well, shit. Wait, is he sitting there as like a he's an option of someone to feed on during this fight?
Kiss me again, sweet brother. Abomination.
Well, you've got a new trick, haven't you? Seems a tad bit similar to mine, honestly. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, that was wasteful.
In this grave. What have you done? You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster. Kinslayer. Come to me, Jonathan.
Even
Your blood.
oh shit, is he gonna kill it? No. Uh-oh. Oh.
Final thoughts are just to die for.
Wow, I guess I should have eaten him then. Apparently that happens regardless. She seemed to be invincible for a while there, so I think I couldn't do anything there. She even stopped taking damage.
Rest in peace.
Can't really do much to her in some of these cases. Shit. Ow, you still follow me at that distance?
Kinslayer. Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Oh, jeez. I guess there was some behind me. I'm kind of bummed out if I kill her, because she's the most fun kind of villain, antagonist, anything that we've had so far. So I kind of want her to be in the narrative for longer.
Rest in peace, monster. Abomination.
Yeah. It's like the whole level's just covered in mines.
What have
Now. Ow. That's a new one. Nope. I'm in trouble here. I like can't even. It's like none of my moves are working now. There we go. Okay, that's a lot of bad over there. Shockwave coming out? What are you gonna do?
kiss me again, sweet brother? Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
Oh, and then you're forced to sleep anyway. Whoops. Guess I could have held out for a little longer. That's a bummer. Is she dead? That one cutscene established her as a fun villain.
As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reid. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
Oh, what? Don't be a dick, game. Oh. They made time go forward, so new people are probably sick, right? Yeah, those guys weren't sick earlier. So time went forward, new people are sick, consequences of my actions are applied. And yet, oh my god, Stella, stop. Holy crap, you are like dying. Take a break from dying, Stella. So yeah, time went forward and the consequences of time going forward are applied, but they didn't let me level up. That's a dick move. And we lost Mary. On top of story reasons of being like, oh, Mary's gone. She was around for one cutscene and then a one fight. After like 3 chapters of setup. I'm like, oh. The voice actor was having fun with it. Like, she seemed like she was going to be a good character to have around. And now she's just dead. Oh. Well. That's that, I suppose. Wow, that's all wrapped up. Just this thing about the Braille notes, which... don't even necessarily know how to find those. We'll try.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Is this just a Life is Strange reference or what? Or is there actually a way to take care of it that the game just hasn't told me? I don't know how to add water to it. I just feel like a dick now. This makes me feel like a dick all the time. Dear Dr. Reid, I hope this letter will quickly find you, for I need to speak with you as soon as possible. The situation is evolving very quickly in the West End, and I'm convinced that we are all now in great danger. The Guard of Prewin has launched a great hunt in London, and for a few nights they have been actively searching and killing any econ that they can locate. Lord Redgrave, chairman of the Ascalon Club, recently contacted me. He wishes to meet you immediately. Please come to my mansion any night that suits you. We must discuss all of this. With this letter, you will find an official pass that will allow you to go through any barricade or quarantine checkpoint throughout the city. Your friend, Lady Ashbury. We're gonna meet Lord Redgrave of the Ascalon Club. It's kind of a big deal. Kinda thought they would be the antagonists, honestly.